Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It says this is going to be a match versus the East Canton Hornets club team versus Steubenville on Overwatch 2. We're going to be seeing here the map that's going to be played today. For the first map is going to be Lijiang Tower. There's going to be a lot of good talking points here for Lijiang Tower based on the comps that East Canton and Steubenville are going to be running. Usually in Control Point, we're going to be seeing a lot of brawl comps, so really it's going to be defined on who has the better Reinhardt game there, or is it better Junk. Actually, apologies, this is actually going to be Ilios that we're going to be playing. This changes the game a little bit here. Pharah is actually pretty good on Ilios. You can run a Pharah here. You can run a lot of good flyers here. So it's going to be who has the better flyers or better hit scan here. This is really good to determine it. And a lot of Ilios is determined by the dive and who can secure that high ground. We're going to be seeing some rush here as well. I know East Canton 4, I believe that's their tank for East Canton, that they really do enjoy running that Sigma though. So a lot of poke game is going to be played here. We're going to see some DPS like Hanzo maybe. We're going to be seeing, if a rush is run, we're going to see Mei. Personally, what I like to run on Ilios if I'm playing with everyone, I usually want to run a rush comp with that Reinhardt, with that Mei. We gotta get in there and brawl quickly onto point. Unless we're going to be playing Lighthouse. Lighthouse is the one where that's going to be a dive map. Probably going to see Monkey on that map. Probably going to see Sigma on that map. For East Canton, I believe the Sigma is favored for East Canton 4, for EC Hornet 4. And speaking about EC Hornet 4, let's talk about the roster we have today. We have EC Hornet 4, Ultra Ego Baki, EC Hornet 3, Gavin, and Spider Slayer. It's going to be and for Steubenville, we have Fury Destroyer, XP, Supernova, Lux, and McBoy. YT, but McBoy. So we're going to be seeing a lot of good plays coming here today. Just checking the ranks of Steubenville real quick. See, private profiles. See that maybe a support player on Supernova. Alrighty. It's going to be I believe both club teams playing today. Both looking at taking a W today. We're getting the match set up just quickly here. Okay, they said we're ready to go. They're probably not ready. Probably just getting a little bit of things done, getting their strategy talked through. We're going to making sure that both teams have a strategy for each one of the maps. We're going to be having Ruins. We're going to be having Lighthouse. We're going to be having Well. On Well, East Canton is going to have to make sure to watch out for any stray Lucios. They're going to want to boop them into the hole. So just waiting here. Just going to be awesome. The play-in matches for the East Canton varsity Overwatch team are coming up. I don't know if they will be streamed live, but it is going to be against Lincoln West High School. With that, if East Canton is able to beat Lincoln West High School, then they are going to progress and they are going to go to Mount Union in their regional semis. Asking if Ilios is the correct map, right? So, if anyone, for those that are watching and don't know, the map pool is determined, the first map is determined by the week of what we're in. So it's going to be Oasis actually coming in here. Man, the map selections. All my points are going astray. So, I don't know what week they were in, because this is a makeup match between these two teams, and it is based on the week of play. Week 1, Ilios. Week 2, Lijiang, so on and so forth. I don't know if those are the exact actual weeks, but that's basically the concept of it. Now they're calling for Ready and R. Now that Oasis has been selected, we're going to be going to Oasis Night. Now, this one is going to be played a little bit differently. This one favors the brawl comps a little bit more, and we're going to be going in here right now. Ready for players. Oh, man. Beautiful scenery. Just waiting for everyone to load in here. Assemble your heroes. We're going to be out here just real quick. And we're going to be spectating a lot of East Canton. So as we're waiting to get in here into the game, we're going to be seeing things happen here. And let's go to see the comp that East Canton are going to be wanting to run out on. East Canton, looking for that Rhine comp. We know they love it. It's going to be a Rhine, May, Reaper, Kariko, and a Mercy. This is a pretty decent rush comp we see here. Ultra Ego Baki, I haven't really seen much of his May, so we're going to see how he does. East Canton 3, he loves this Reaper, has the gold guns for Reaper, and is going to be wanting to see this beautiful play. As we see, I'm put into spectator mode for just East Canton, so I will not be able to see around the map. It's going to be Gavin taking some little pot shots here. We're really going to see how this Rhine works here. Ultra Ego Baki taking some poke. East Canton 4 getting all that space, but it's going to be a soldier on the flank. It's going to be that Rhine. Ultra Ego Baki looking to pin. Oh, the Ultra Ego Baki gets pinned. The Rhine's going to come to try to save him. The Rhine duel is coming through. That Zen is in a very precarious situation. The first pick is going to go way of East Canton. That Zenyatta is going to go down. The Pharah is on the floor here. It's going to be East Canton looking for cleanup kills. It's going to be Ultra Ego Baki looking for that wall. It's going to be easy 1-3. Just dueling that soldier, contesting him on a high ground, making sure he doesn't get any picks. The pin comes through. That's a big stagger onto Mercy. And East Canton 3 is going to get that stagger onto that soldier. Now, these staggers are huge for East Canton. They have to win. Oh, and he pins him off the map. What an amazing play from East Canton 4, pinning that Rhine off the map. We're going to see Ultra Ego Baki running at that far, trying to freeze him down. East Canton. Okay, it seems that they're going right here. Okay, the Rhine's back, pinning right in. He has no pin, almost gets walled. Great showing from there. It's going to be East Canton 3 getting taken down by the pocketed soldier there. Oh, the visor's going to go through. East Canton 4 is not going to hold up that shield. Maybe it got broke by that far, and that is going to be a team kill coming through. And almost a team kill coming through from just trying to make sure he doesn't get too staggered here. That stagger from Gavin is going to take a little bit of a hit here. We're going to see ults coming online for East Canton. We're going to be seeing the Shatter, a Kitsune, and a Valkyrie going to be coming in here. This Shatter has to be big if they're going to win this fight. Ultra Ego Baki a little bit out here, out of position. It's going to be East Canton 4 going for a big Shatter, a flanking Shatter, killing 2 there, and then the solo Shatter comes out. The Souza comes out to save them. The Mercy's at 1 HP, and getting out there, Mercy goes down. That was an amazing Souza from Gavin. That was an awesome flank shatter from East Canton 4 there. It's going to be that soldier getting staggered out again. Now, I can't see the ults of the enemy here like I would if I was spectating, but I'm only spectating for East Canton. So it's going to be a Blossom, a Kitsune, a Valkyrie, and a Freeze. That was almost an amazing wall. Ultra Ego Baki is getting so close on these. That Kitsune is going to win them that fight. That Kitsune is going to be able to kill one, and that Zenyatta is going to get run down pretty easily. It's going to be, oh, a barrage comes out. Gavin's going to fall to the soldier. There's no supports on point. It's going to be East Canton 4 cleaning up that soldier, staggering him out again. Now, there are no supports in the fight. They have to play slow here. The res comes out on East Canton 3 with that Death Blossom. Ults are in favor of East Canton. A big Death Blossom, a big Valkyrie, and a big Freeze. A big Freeze should be coming right here. A massive Blossom kills both supports, and the Pharah is going to go down as well to East Canton 3. And now we're going to see Ultra Ego Baki making sure to freeze down that hog. It's going to be a soldier on the flank. The soldier gets cleared out by East Canton 3. And that's going to be 100-31 going the way of East Canton. Excellent plays here. That was really good ult rotation from East Canton. That flank shatter from EC Hornet 4 made sure that they were just going to win that fight just on that alone. An amazing showing from East Canton here against Steubenville. It's going to seem that Steubenville, if they're going to want to win this, is really going to have to protect their Ryan. Their Ryan is going a little bit too aggressive and getting caught out by EC Hornet 4. We're going to see a little bit of a switch up in comps here. It's going to be a Ramatra instead of the Reinhardt. Even East Canton 4 looked pretty good on that Ryan. It's going to swap over to Rom, though, and get a little bit more pressure onto that backline, it seems. Righty. We're going to see East Canton just going to be running to the point. I'm going to be taking some space here. So it seems that the Widowmaker comes out from Stevens. It's going to be an Ego TP from that Reaper as Supernova got that headshot. It's the curtains. It's going to be a Rhine in the backline. Ultra Ego Baki having to just deal with the Rhine is put into a corner. Reinhardt's at 1 HP. The Rom's having to hold block. The Rhine goes down. And now it's going to be very East Canton favored here. 2 down. It's going to be Ramatra and Reaper just walking at their backline. It's going to be the Mercy going to be taken down here from that Rom and gets 2 here. The Sombra is going to also be taken down. The 3-piece for East Canton 4. And East Canton 4 is going to be able to bully that Baptiste back to the spawn door. That's a really good fight for East Canton. They got a lot of percentage off that. That's at least 20%, maybe 25. Only Reinhardt's here, and Reinhardt is clomping around there. Reinhardt's here without any of his team. East Canton's not going to pressure him, though. It's going to be shielding off this Rhine. That's a big slow field. It's a big, big wall from East Canton. It's going to be a punchy form from Ramatra going after that Mercy. The Mercy goes down with the help of EC Hornet 3. EC Hornet 3 gets 2, and that Rhine goes down to Ultra Ego Baki. And it's just going to be the Brig here. 1 on point, it seems. A Sombra just trying to backcap them just to get a little bit of percentage. But it's going to be East Canton getting here, getting to 50%. This is around 2-fight territory. It's going to be East Canton just playing slow, playing that poke here. EC Hornet 3, going to be EC Hornet 4 and EC Hornet 3 get that far out of there. The Brig is too far in. The Mercy's going to get caught out. She can't escape. EC Hornet 3 is just going to hunt her down. And now the Reinhardt is the only one left. Going to get punched out by the Roms. Going to get pinned here. But the Rhine is going to go down. That stagger is massive for East Canton. It's going to be last fight here. The Rhine's going to get back at around 83%. The slowdown from the Brig. Ultra Ego Baki doing work. That's a big freeze. The ults come out from East Canton. 4 ults are used. It's massive. All the ults are being used. The Q is hit. Now it is just a Sombra on point, trying to stall it out, and the Soul Blossom from EC Hornet 3 onto that Sombra, securing the point and securing map 1 for East Canton. East Canton 1, Steubenville 0. That was a really good showing from the East Canton club team. We're going to see the play of the game going to EC Hornet 4. That was just a big punch. Gets 3 here. And then is going to be able to force out this Baptiste. A great play. That was definitely a very deciding fight there. What a great game. What a great map for East Canton. Now they're up 1. Now it's going to be the map pick for Steubenfields. If I was East Canton, I'm feeling very confident. Most of those fights were very East Canton sided. There was not a lot of contesting there from Steubenfield for East Canton, and it seems Steubenfield is going to be going to Midtown. That is a decent map for the FAR that they're running, and for their Reinhardt's a little bit more difficult on this map. It's more of a Sigma map for defense. Oh, the Rhine map. They're showing the King's Row. All right, they want the King's Row. Steubenfield is going to say, hey, we like playing Rush. We're going to play Rush here. But we saw East Canton 4, EC Hornet 4, being very good on that Reinhardt. So this map pick might be detrimental to Stubbenfield's. We're going to see the Mei. Alter Ego's Baki's Mei is not that bad. I've never seen him on the Mei before, but I'm happily surprised that has this amazing showing. It's going to be also the supports of East Canton really doing well. Gavin here. That Souza, whenever EC Hornet 4 got shattered, was impeccable timing. It was just an amazing timing of that. Azeron was getting swings on as he was getting everything on, which is awesome. Alrighty. It's going to be the assembled Your Heroes is over. It is going to be the Rhine coming out. The Rhine Reaper, Ana, Kiriko, Mei. It's going to be a rush comp. Rush comp is a very team-oriented comp. You're not going to have the super flashy characters like Widowmaker or Ash or anything that requires an immense amount of mechanical prowess. This is going to be straight team-oriented comp. And we're going to see Stubbenfield going on their Rhine in their spawn at the moment. Alter Ego Baki looking to be a little bit cheeky here, walling them in spawn. But watch out for that Pharah up top. Okay. Alter Ego Baki is cooking. Almost got his head taken off. He is taking some damage. Just going to be easy on a 4, waiting out the long game. But Alter Ego Baki, that wall comes out but doesn't quite wall him off. It's going to be a pin coming through, and now the brawl begins. The Rhine is at 1 HP, but Alter Ego Baki gets anti. The Souza is impeccable, cleansing off that anti. It's going to be Hornet 4. It is going to be a pin. Ana is going to get pinned into their backline. They will have to kill this Rhine here to make it an even fight. They're going to be able to kill that Rhine with only Kiriko heals. It's going to be a rough fight. That Mercy's one. Okay, EC Hornet 3 with that snipe. Ooh, that nice headshot onto that Hanzo. That's going to be an amazing play. A little bit of body blocking there from Alter Ego Baki. Unintentional, for sure. It's a great play from EC Hornet 3, making sure that after their tank is dead to secure that fight win. Oh, a great snipe from Alter Ego Baki. I'm so glad I caught the end of that. It was a great... Now this fight is just going to be prolonged. They have no res now. That Bastion is going to pump out so much damage onto this Rhine shield. It's going to be Gavin just trying to heal up his team. An anti goes on to East Horton 4. They're on Hog. Hog is not the best at the meta at the moment, especially in the Hog. So now it's just going to be EC Hornet 3 and EC Hornet 4 holding on the line here. Gavin's going to go down again, and it's going to be 2 down. The Pharah got barrage from farming all that damage, and it's going to be a team fight win for Stubbenfield. That's going to be just staggers coming out here. EC Hornet 3 is going to get staggered out by the Ana Supernova. Supernova was on DPS, but swapped over to that support role. Maybe brought in a Bastion player, maybe a better hit scan player than he thought he was going to be, and went on that Ana to try to help out his team more. There's that Sigma pick I was explaining. Playing Sigma into Roadhog is fine. It's actually one of the better picks. Okay, no one dies to that. Gavin uses his nade on the ice block. Alts are here for East Canton. That is a damage boosted Bastion. Don't peek it, is usually what you say whenever you see one of those. Spider Slayer just trying to get that. We're going to see a sleep, a TP, and a Souza. Going to be Souzing that off. Oh, EC Hornet 3 just gets blown up. That Bastion's doing so much damage. A wall comes through. It doesn't really wall off anyone, but it does create some space. It's going to be Alter Ego Baki getting antied. The sleep comes out onto the Bastion. This could be a massive blizzard for Alter Ego Baki, but he's saving it for the perfect moment. It's going to be the Sigma coming back from spawn still. It's going to be Alter Ego Baki getting hooked and burnt down. A big anti comes out, but that's just going to be everyone on East Canton having to run away and die there. Now that the ball is rolling, Stubbenfield is going to be able to get that pressure that they need. We're going to be seeing East Canton slowly turning back. You see, look at the fight here. We're going to be seeing the Sigma Throwing a rock, hits the Ana. The Ana's halved. There's no nade for the Ana here. Just going to be poking them out. The big Fox. It's a big Fox. Hits 3 with it. And that's going to be 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills for EC Hornet 3. That's going to be 3 ults used on their side. It's going to be Blossom, Nano, and Flux. Very good synergy there from East Canton. Though it is debatable if that Nano was necessary, but they really wanted to win one team fight at least. You're gonna see that they're just AFK on the card here, making sure that it pushes back. You see some poke coming out here from EC Hornet 4. Farah is gonna be poking from the left side. And it seems that EC Hornet 4 is kind of on an adventure when their whole main is going to be Spider Slayer going down to the Nanoed Whole Hog, and that's also going to be Ultra Ego Boggy with a Nanoed Whole Hog. East Canton Hornet 4 was not there to eat up that Whole Hog. He was busy looking for a pick for his team. EC Hornet 3 is going to get out, sees this delicious looking Farah, is going to be able to slurp her right up, getting her health bar down to 0, and it's going to be the Sigma not really rotating back on a point. It's going to be the Reaper trying to make space for his team. Big heal comes out. That's a big anti onto that Mercy. The Ana is the only one left. That's a great turn for East Canton. A little bit of a celebratory Kitsune rush. It's going to be the Sigma sitting here just doing the poke. The Farah is back. Playing the poke game. This really is a decent Sigma map with all the choke points. It's going to be the Farah contesting them there. The Farah at this point has another barrage built up. We're going to be seeing that Bastion doing so much damage. That Hog is pushing into this Sigma. Team is playing very close together here. Luke, we're going to be seeing EC Hornet 3 looking for a pick here. Looking for a big Blossom. That's a big freeze. No other ults needed. Ultra Ego Baki with a massive freeze and going to be able to M1 down that Hog. A great ult. That's an absolutely great ult cycle because you look at the ults right now. Their win condition at the moment is Nano Blossom or Lift. All 3 ults are going to be used in this last fight, and I don't know if Stubbornville is going to be able to do anything against it. You're hearing some footsteps around the back, around the front. There is a Moira in the back line. We're going to see Gavin dueling that. EC Hornet 3 gets a kill, but Gavin dies to the Moira Funball. Oh, man. That is a big, big Flux, and it's going to be right into the loving arms of EC Hornet 3. That's going to be one going down to the far for the Bastion, another goes down to the far. But will they be able to touch to take this overtime? I don't think they will. That's going to be some good distance there for Stubbenfield. And it's a decent gameplay here for East Canton. Being able to hold that, the swap to the Sigma, and that ult rotation was key for East Canton there. It's a really good first round for East Canton. We saw them struggle a little bit. It seemed that Stubbenfield was able to pick that Ana multiple times, and then after that Ana went down, it just collapsed for East Canton. So East Canton's going to have to peel for their Ana a little bit more. We saw the Moira trying to dive the Ana there, but we did see EC Hornet 3 peel back for that Ana and make sure that that Moira went down. It's going to be seeing the same comp coming out, except a Junker Queen rolling out here. Don't usually see a Junker Queen when Kariko's in the meta, but Stubbenfield has not been using that Kariko, and it's going to be a swap over to Orisa. East Canton is going to be having a similar game plan as they did on defense. They're going to be looking to wall off that tank and just going to be able to blow them up with Ultra Ego Baki. And it's going to be a Reaper doing Reaper things, blasting damage, and then we're going to see a Sigma coming out for Stubbenfield. See a Mercy. Going to be EC Hornet 4 swapping to Reinhardt. It's going to be Gavin getting picked here off a spawn. It's a very very close hold for Stubbenfield. It's going to be EC Hornet 4, not exactly knowing where to path. It's going to be going top right here. Coming out of spawn. Going to be trying to contest. Oh, this Reaper used Fade to get in. Does not. It gets antied as well. Is not going to be able to go in. And it's going to be a pin coming in here for EC Hornet 4. EC Hornet 4 goes in super hard. The Ana is 1 HP. The Ana nade goes out. EC Hornet 4 is going to try to push through this choke. Ultra Ego Baki does get rezzed by Spider Slayer. It's going to be EC Hornet 4 just walking forward. Holding out shield. The shield's going to go down. The anti-nade comes on him. He's going to push anyways. Gets that Souza. Going to be trying to fire strike down that Ana, but it's going to be able to go down here. Having a hard time making space with a Sigma dealing massive amounts of damage onto him. It's going to be a pin coming through here, but his pin gets canceled by Ultra Ego Baki. But the Mercy's going to go down. Same with the Pharah. It's going to be Sigma going down as well. It's going to be a fight win for East Canton. It's going to be a stagger out on that Ana. Glorious fight win there. It's just EC Hornet 4 playing that space, pinned in right onto that backline. It's really good fight wins here. Now we're going to be looking at the alt charge. We're going to have Shatter and Kitsune, Blizzard. We have every alt online for East Canton. This next fight is very winnable, but they have to watch out for this fight. That's a massive wall by Ultra Ego Baki. The pin in while he's antied. This man is crazy. He shatters the Sigma out of his ult. A massive shatter. The barrage comes through. EC Hornet 4 is at low HP, and the Pharah is going to be able to finish him off. The series of events that happened. Spider Slayer is going to go down. It's going to be a massive blizzard coming out from Ultra Ego Baki. Freezes 3 into it. And 4 actually. And that's going to be a team fight win off the back of Ultra Ego Baki's massive blizzard. What an amazing. He's gotten so much value off of these blizzards. I wish I had these blizzards in my games. Ultra Ego Baki is going crazy with the blizzards. He has not gotten less than 1 person, less than 2 actually, in his blizzards every single time. And it looks like East Canton has the momentum to carry their way to win. They're in one-fight territory. If East Canton uses this Kitsune and uses this Blossom to the advantage that they need, it's going to be a Nano Blossom coming in here. It's massive. It's going to get 2. That's going to be Ultra Ego Baki and Spider Slayer down, and it's going to be Gavin going to be taken out here, and EC Hornet 4. EC Hornet 3 is just going to be able to walk out here, not get staggered out. It's going to be just a slow walk back. No Lucio to speed him out. It's going to be EC Hornet 3 having their fade taken out quickly, but almost killing that Reaper. Is going to be a nade coming out from the Ana. The Pharmacy is working pretty good for Stubbenfield. EC Hornet 3 just barely escapes with his life. It's at no HP, but looking for the massive Blossom. Gets a 3-piece. It's going to be a Sigma with a lift, but it's not enough to save them from the 4K. The 3K, and that's going to be a team kill and a map win for East Canton. Stubbenfield has to swap over the ball to just touch this, and they have not quite done that. It's going to be map number 2 for East Canton. East Canton 2, Stubbenfield 0. Great plays from East Canton. Those blizzards were just massive from from Ultra Ego Baki. EC Hornet 3 was able to clean him up. And it's going to be McBoy with the play of the game, going to be able to burn down that Reinhardt and burn down the May as well. Going to be able to get some crucial picks for his team there. And at that point, they actually did win that fight. And that's when they snowballed on to almost second point there. It's going to be map pick for Stubbenfields. And it's going to be a escort pick. So we're looking at Dorado. We're looking at Havana. We're looking at all these, usually dive or long range map. We're going to see what they want to pick. Looking back at that play, the Kitsunes were really good as well. We saw the Kitsune, other than the celebratory Kitsune we saw by Spider Slayer. Look, when you win a team fight, sometimes you just slam your hand on your controller and you hit a button. It happens. So, won a team fight with the Kitsune. Oh, we're going to go straight into Havana. Now, this is a long-range map. The Rhine is not going to work as well on this map as we've seen. We picked two relatively brawl-ish maps. We're going to be seeing a little... We're probably going to be seeing Sigma. We're going to be seeing Winston. We're going to be seeing a lot of dive or pokey characters. We might be able to see a Widowmaker come out if anyone can play the Widowmaker. Some Ashe, some Hanzo. We're going to be seeing a little bit less of the brawl that we've seen for the last two maps. This is where these map picks are crucial. If you are down 2-0, this is where you want to bring it back. Sub and Field needs to be able to get a good map here, or maybe they just need a dive map or a long-range hit scan map to prove that they can take a map from East Canton. It's going to be Easy Hornet 3 swapping it up, going over to Ashe, and it's going to be Ultra Gobaki going on to their Soldier. We saw him a lot on May, a lot of good blizzards. We're going to see him on the Soldier and see what he's able to do. EC Hornet 3, just going to be up here on this high ground, and it's going to be the same supports we've seen. We've seen a Mercy and Kariko come out for East Canton often, where it's honestly going to be what Sub and Field wants to do against this comp that's going to make or break it. Going out on that Pharah, again, Pharah Ramatra. Oh, and that Widowmaker, Easy Hornet 3, almost having his head taken clean off. Just going to be doing that Widowmaker as Ashe. It's a dangerous thing to do. It's going to be dropping that high ground just so it can take a better position against this Widowmaker. The Ramatra is going down a lot. It's going to be Ultra Gobaki with that massive poke damage. Easy Hornet 3 going to be doing that. Pharah almost hits that last shot needed to kill them. Doesn't quite hit the shots on that Mercy, but the Mercy's going to get cleaned up. Gavin with a headshot onto that Widowmaker. It's going to be just staggering them out here. The Ramatra almost makes it back in the spawn. See the Moira escaping with her life. Gavin's going to be able to kill one, and they're just shooting them in their spawn. Misses that rocks on that Moira. EC Hornet 4 is taking a little bit of damage here. It's going to be Ultra Gobaki taking a hit here. Ultra Gobaki getting a lot, that Moira down a lot. Going to be able to get that pick on that Moira. It's going to be the Ashe up here just trying to contest that Pharah. The double hit scan. The Pharah is really hard here. It's going to be a lift into their spawn room door. Easy Hornet 4, disrespectful. Just going to be ulting their spawn door here with that 2000 damage. Ultra Gobaki going to be going down, but it's going to be Spider Slayer looking for that res. That's a very risky res. The Coalescence goes through. It's going to be a war zone here. Ultra Gobaki getting tossed around on point. He's running, trying not to die. It's going to be, he's going at 3, accidentally lighting himself on fire. It's going to be a Kitsune coming out here. This looks like a very good fight win for East Canton. The headshot from East Canton 3. East Canton doing big damage. A Bob comes out, Bob going out, and it's going to be EC Hornet 3 onto that Pharah. Going to be able to get the kills onto them. Going to be shooting that Moira. All that buff to... The buff to Bob helped out. The Bob now shoots whatever Ashe shoots at. It's going to be that shield. Just going to get pressured out here. East Hornet 3 looking for the off angle from that shield. Try to get a good burn in here. Doesn't quite hit the burn. Going to be able to burn that Sigma. It's going to be big. That's another lift from East Canton. It's non-stop fighting. It's going to just be EC Hornet 4 farming these ults here. So much damage, and the Elims keep on rolling. EC Hornet 4 gets another pick. It's a great showing of EC Hornet 4's Sigma. We're going to be seeing ults, more ults coming online. It's going to be Spider Slayer and Ultra Gobaki's ults, the Valkyrie and the Visor coming online. And Summonville needs to do something different. They run it on the Reaper instead of that Pharah. It's going to be a lift getting... What happened to that lift? Did it get rocked out of air? Oh, man, the Visor in the back. EC Hornet 3 trying to do it, but cannot quite kill that Visor. The Visor gets 4. A massive play from Supernova for Subbenfield. And it's going to be one more fight for East Canton. If EC Hornet 4 dies quickly here, you're going to sit 3 on just to try to push this as much as possible. Going to be leaving it. A little bit of poke is going to come out here. East Canton cannot engage without their tank. This is one more fight for East Canton if none of them stagger themselves here. They need to wait for their Sigma so they can play the game. It's going to be EC Hornet 3 getting a little bit too aggressive here, calling for the heals. Not going to be healed because there's a visor. The visor's more important at the moment. It's going to be the Coalescence coming out. EC Hornet 3 trying to hit the shots on it. It's going to be Ultra Gobaki a little bit out of position. The Reinhardt comes through. The lift onto two people, the Moira and the Soldier. The Soldier goes down. Easy Hornet 4 on a tirade here. Gets 2, gets 3, going for the 4. He's going to be able to get down that Reinhardt, and now it's just Moira on point, ready to stall, but she fades out. That's going to be a massive, massive play for EC Hornet 4. That lift nets them that they do not cap first. Now we're going to see EC Hornet, East Canton, really going to bring this home. This is very 3-0-able. East Canton is looking very dominant here against Subbanfield. Subbanfield finally made that swap off of that Pharah onto that Reaper, but Reaper against that long-range hit scan, you just can't get in. It's going to be a lot of trial and error here. Subbanfield needs to completely change what they are doing. They went onto the Sigma. They're just getting camped in spawn. They need to do something to try and help out their team win a map. If they win a map, this series could keep going on, and maybe Subbanfield can change the pace. But at the moment, it is looking like an East Canton victory right here. But speak it into existence, it might happen. Subbanfield could hold harder than East Canton did. It's going to be a Moira saying hello to East Canton. Going to be seeing what they have back onto that Pharah. It's going to be Gavin on that Baptiste. And Mercy. And Ryan. On the Hog. Hog is going to be taking some burn damage there. He's at 3. Oh, the Hog gets super low from the poke damage there. It's going to be Ultra Gobaki going down, but the res is going to come out. She's going to get hooked out of her res and go down. They're all low, but they have to play slightly slower. There's going to be a spawn hold moment for Subbanfield. Seems some swaps might be going out. The Hog swap, C-Hornet 4. I don't know if that's exactly the right call. Hog is very bad on the meta at the moment. But East Hornet 4 almost just kills the Torbjorn. That turret is doing so much damage, so much work. East Canton's kind of playing separated from each other, are not pushing together. Just because they're winning does not mean they can't lose. That Moira is just getting free value in the back. Now look at the ults. It's going to be that window coming online super quickly from all that poke damage that they are taking. The window is going to be coming out soon. The window goes out. A little bit too deep. The Immor does not get thrown in time. Oh, it's so big. The Coalescence, the Barrage, the Hook and Cook. It's big plays here from Subbanfield. It's going to be East Canton. That's Sigma. That's a great pick. The Hog pick is just a losing pick. You cannot play Hog against these guys. They're better Hog. And the kill, the pick comes out onto the fire. The Mercy's going to be able to get that. Does not get the res off. Gavin's going to be able to get that pick. And it looks like Subbanfield is going to be losing this fight. The Molten Core comes out. And it's going to be a pick onto that Torbjorn. The Hook comes out. It's just going to be, a whole Hog coming in here. He's going to be trying to eat as much of that whole Hog as possible. Trying to kill that whole Hog down. The whole Hog goes down finally. It's going to be Easy Hornet 3. Can we get that? If they sit 3 on cart here, which they are, they're going to be able to push it a lot. Ooh, big shots onto this Pharah here from Gavin. That Mercy's out of position. The Mercy's going to be able to fly back to the safety of her team. The Torbjorn pushes up. It's going to be Gavin going upstairs to contest him. He's going to be able to contest that Torbjorn, get that pick on that Torbjorn. And it's going to be Ultra Gobaki with that visor stored up, waiting for it. The Flux, it's a massive Flux, going to be able to get to there. Gavin going aggro. Gavin is using that gun that Baptiste has to its max advantage and getting as much damage as possible. They need to push the cart and they just win. And that is going to be a GG's between Subbanfield and East Canton. That was a great showing from East Canton, and that showed that they can make adjustments and can swap. They went on that Ryan comp, saw it was too pokey, went on that Sigma just to play the game more. You only kill one here, kills two, and is going to be able to kill that third. That was just a great play from EC Hornet 4. Play of the game, well deserved, and that is going to be the game for you guys there. Subinfield versus East Canton. East Canton 3, Subinfield 0. It was a great game between the two. On the breakdown here, we're going to be going over what happened. What happened that game is that East Canton really showed that they know how to work as a team. They showed it on that rush comp that relies on that teamwork. The walls and the blizzards from Ultra Ego Baki were amazing. Honestly, for the first two maps, I give MVP to Ultra Ego Baki. Those blizzards were just amazing. The walls were better. Ultra Ego Baki set up so many of those plays. He may not look like the most mechanically skilled player, but he has a mind for the game. We're going to see a lot more Ultra Ego Baki playing next season to come. And map 3, that was when EC Hornet 4 really stepped up. EC Hornet 4 pulled out that Sigma and showed he can play that Sigma at a really good level. We saw the flicks, we saw the rocks, it was really good. Overall, the supports, very good. The Mercy went for a lot of reses, got the reses off cooldown, which is always what you want to see with a Mercy. If they get first pick, which they wanted to get with that Pharah, you're able to res them back. So I'd say East Canton club team have a really good basis. They can take that and make it so much better. I can see these kids improving so much. That was a great game between the two. That's all I have for today, everyone. Thank you for watching the stream.